Good morning, it's gone 10 o'clock and it's time for Youth Chat Room. With me, Victory Ikechukwu, as your host. Every Friday on this platform of Chat Room with Dr. Victory, it's time for Youth Chat Room, where I bring teachings that will be of a great help to our youth out there. Before I go into the topic I have for us today, okay, I forgot to. Warm welcome to all my viewers all over the world, wherever you're viewing me from. I welcome you warmly. Thank you, Nande, for watching. God bless you. I'm just so excited today. Do you know why? Because this is the new month. Today is the second day of the month of July, the second half of the year. So we really need to be excited to give God praise no matter what you're passing through, no matter the difficult situation wherever you find yourself in. We need to give God praise. Why? For the gift of life. Because a lot of people have passed away. So those things that you think that what you need or you are in their need of them, a lot of people, they have them in their possession, but they are nowhere to be found. They are passed away. So for the sake that you and I are alive, we need to be excited and give God praise. So we thank God for today, for the gift of life. Because remember, I always say, it is a privilege, not a right. Don't say it's your right. I wonder why some people, they just wake up without even if you can't say a word of prayer, but you can just say, Father, thank you for today, for a wonderful day, for the gift of life. We need to make that our habit, even if, you don't have time to, but you need to create time anyway for prayer. Thank God for giving you life, because remember, it is a privilege and not a right. All right, let's go into the topic I have for us today. Is titled 5 Things That Can Help You in Bridging the Gap. Time will not permit me to go, into explaining what bridging the gap is all about, because that was what I taught last week, Friday. So I encourage you to go to my page and watch the video. It was titled Bridging the Gaps, in brackets, educational. It actually has to do with, the teenagers or youth that have left secondary school or high school and now going to the university or the colleges or any other institution they find themselves after leaving high school or secondary school. They really know how to adjust, because it takes a great adjustment, because it's not really like where you're coming from. So you need the teachings. I will encourage you to go and watch the videos to be of a great help, so that you will understand more. Today is like a kind of continuation on what I've taught last week on bridging the gap educational. So we have to appreciate God for bringing us to this month of July. So the topic today says 5 things that can help you in bridging the gap, talking to the youth and our teenagers out there. Not really only the youths, let's say even you and adults. That's why my teachings are generalized. Let's say you have left the comfort of your nation or your community, you're going to a city or going to another nation. This bridging the gap also will help you, because it needs a lot of readjustment. You need to really adjust to so many things. The point number 1 on what I put down on the 5 things that will help you there is change of mindset. Change of mindset. You need to change your mindset, the way your mind has been, concerning a whole lot of things. The way things used to be, you can change them. As a student coming out from a known environment to an unknown one, remember I said known environment, you have been in the high school for some years, so it's really known. But this one is like a brand new place you're not used to. So you really need a change of environment, just like those toddlers that are moving from nursery school or crèche or whatever it's called in any nation, and they're going to grade 1. Some of them is really like, a whole new environment. It's a unknown environment, because they are known to the nursery where they play around with their friends and they sleep and all that. But here now is a new environment that is not giving time to play with toys and all that. So it's the same. So you need to have a mindset, a change of mindset that will be of a great help to you. Things will not always be the way it used to be or the way you've told them to be. Yes, you have never left the comfort of your environment, the comfort of your home and all that. Remember, in the secondary school or high school, you have been going from home, or let's say even if you were in a boarding house, there are some designated times that are given to your family to come and visit you and all that. But here, this place, no. Is a whole new environment altogether. There is a need for reorientation. That's why in most colleges, universities, they have what they call orientation time. It's a time they give these new ones to be orientated on what is acceptable here or what is expected of them. Upgrading and openness to the new place. You need to be upgraded. You need to have an open mind to this new place. The way things flow with you is definitely going to change. So that's why you need a change of mindset. Now, you don't expect everyone to talk to you nicely the way you are used to at home. The new environment might be challenging. Yes, it's always challenging. This will help to build character and maturity in you. Because of this new environment you find yourself, you really need to change. Now it's building up character in you and making you to be more matured than what you're used to. You must expect things to be done differently from your norm, the normal things you're used to. The only constant thing in life is change. Yes, so failure to change means you remain in the same position perpetually because you don't want to change, and you will really find it difficult because here you really need to change. Not only your mindset, a whole lot of other things need to be changed. The college, the university, or whatever, technicon, polytechnic, or whatever is in called, it's really different because it's not the same as high school or secondary school. Where you are right now, where you find yourself, is a broader or more wider environment from the home where you come from or you were raised. So that's why you need a change of mindset. Even it's very different from the high school or the secondary school. I think I've already explained this. Most of my teachers have already explained it before I read it, but I'll still read it anyway. It's different from the secondary school or the high school you passed through. The demands of the new place are different. So you don't need to be naive or conservative. You need to be open to adjust to this new place so that you can strive very well. Without this change of mindset, you'll be frustrated with the tendency of being tempted to go back home to where you're used to. Yes, it happened. Remember I said I brought the example of the grade 1. Some of them, they were crying. They don't want their parents to leave them. They want their parents to sit by them in the class and all that. So you're not in grade 1. Now you're getting to be a matured adult. So you need to really adjust. Remember, quitters never win. Anybody that quits in life never win. Also bear in mind that no one runs fast by looking back. So don't think about going back or stopping. No, you have to adjust. That's why a change of mindset is needed for you to adjust and move on. So you need to burn the bridge and face the future with positivity. Yes, this is my future now. I have to face it no matter, how it comes and all that. You have to. I want to bring this example here in this juncture. My second son, when he got admission into the university, he's in first year in the University of Pretoria by the grace of God. And my eldest son is already in the University of Johannesburg, second year. So I remember the first time he did his course, he was so overwhelmed that he came back. He was just lying down on his bed, fagged out, discouraged, complaining. I was just so amazed the way my first son went and encouraged him that it's like that. I'm talking about adjustment, but he needed to adjust. By the grace of God, now when they did their first test and all that, he's making wonderful grades. Because he had a change of mindset, I said, oh, this is not like from the high school or secondary school where I'm coming from. I need to adjust. So that's why you need a change of mindset. Change your mindset. Things will not be the way of where you're coming from, the secondary school or the high school. You need to adjust for you to move on and to make progress. That was point number 1, change of mindset. Point number 2 is change of attitude. Remember 5 things that will be of a great help to a teenager or young adult that is moving from secondary or high school to a university, a college, technicum, polytechnic, or whatever, any other institution that you need to attend to immediately you've left secondary or high school. Point number 2, change of attitude. A change of attitude is also needed to be able to thrive in this new environment. First of all, it was you change your mindset now. Remember I said earlier when I was explaining, I said a whole lot of things needs to change. You need to change a whole lot of things. Mindset, now 1, now 2, attitude. Maybe where you're coming from, everyone speaks the same language, which is obtainable and acceptable. That is it. But now this place is different. You are surrounded with people from different places who might not understand your local language. So you need to try to adjust to the language that is really accepted. And most places is English. So even if you're not fluent in it, you need to. Even if you don't like it before, you need to, because this is what acceptable where I am right now. And it will be of a great help for me to strive. This means that you need to upgrade in order to function in the university or the college, the environment where you are right now. In the university or college, you will meet, people from different provinces, as some nation call it, and some country call it states, some background. Some are from rich background, some are from poor background, some are from the same background like yourself. So you need to have a change of attitude. So there is need for more positive attitude. So you need to be positive. You need a positive attitude that will not jeopardize your career or your pursuit. You need to be positive. Whether it's good or bad, I have to change. This is where I find myself right now. So there is a need for a more positive attitude that will not jeopardize your career or your pursuit, your academic pursuit, what you are there in that environment for. Failures concentrate on what they are passing through. Remember, that is it. While winners concentrate on where they're going to. So no matter the environment, no matter the attitude of people around you, you will not concentrate on that. You're concentrating on where you're going to. That is actualizing your dream of being in that environment. That is getting that certificate, whether it's degree or diploma or whatever it is, at the end of the many years you expected to be there. And then moving on in life. That was point number 2. Point number 3, ability to be teachable. To be teachable is a virtue which so many people lack. A lot of people lack the spirit of teachability, being able to be teachable, to learn from people. One must be ready to change and learn new and better things. You need to learn from people each and every day. By the grace of God, I am that kind of a person. I learn from people each and every day. I learn people's languages easily. I learn their dishes, their food. I learn their dress code. I learn a whole lot of things. I learn good things from their culture, not the bad ones anyway. That's what is called be teachable. I learned, to the point of even learning how to do your laundry. Yes, I was preaching somewhere because I'm a conference speaker. I told them about that. I learned from a woman how to wash my bed sheet, my bed linen. Not that I don't know how to, not that I've not been doing this all this year, but she gave me a secret, of how to learn those things. That's what teachability means, being open. Do you know, yesterday in the internet, I just found out how to, sometimes when we're cooking beans or some proteinous food, they need to bubble over. No matter how you open the pot halfway, it will still bubble over. I just learned that just putting a cube of ice inside reduces. All these years, they told me a lot of things. Opening the pot cover ajar and all that, it still boils and spill over. That is how teachable I am. Learn each and every day, and you will you prolong your life, because you don't get upset. You say, oh, is it the way? Is it? Oh, I've been doing like this. Some people say, but I've been doing like this, I want to do it. They're so upset. Why are you trying to correct me? You have a long way to go. That's just by the way. Let's proceed. Time is always faster in my teaching. Point number 3 said teachable. Yes, I said never limit yourself or what you know. Don't be limited by what you know. Say, I know it's been done like this. Continue. No. You have a long way to go. Be open-minded. Ability to communicate well is useful and important in learning new skills. Ability to communicate well. Communicate. Also, never be rigid. Don't be. Some people are so rigid, just like I know I used to do like this. Don't teach me. You have a long way to go. Never be rigid, which helps ignorance to strive. When you're rigid, you will strive in ignorance. Learn to do things in new ways which could enhance your productivity. Remember, I said my teaching is not limited only to high school leavers or secondary school leavers. No, you might get a job that will need you to relocate to another nation, another country that has different cultures, different food, different ways of everything. You need this because this will help you. If not, you feel like coming back home. In this new environment that you find yourself, you need to welcome new knowledge. That's what it's. I'm still talking about teachability. Yes, to add to what you already know. Don't say this is the way I know. This is the way it used to be. You remain like that. Ignorance is very costly. Please don't buy it. I want to explain this. Ignorance is very costly. There's another place that it's the same thing as ignorance is very costly or very expensive, but don't buy it. Ignorant means you don't know anything. You think you know it. You're making a whole lot of mistake because of ignorance. But when you know, you will just deal with that thing easily. You must be able to learn new communication skills. No one will be effective without good communication skill or ability. Good communication skill means how to talk, when to talk, and when not to talk, so that you will not be having problem with people, because remember, you will find yourself in a new environment. There is something new that you need to know or learn that has a tendency and capacity to lift your life up. Yes. This is the way life is. Never come to the point of thinking that you know it all, or the way you have known something is the only way available and obtainable. Remember, I said it. Some people said, that's the way I know how to, that's the way I've been doing it. I don't want to change. Remember, there's a word that said the only constant thing is change. You need to keep changing things. That's the way life goes. You are where you are right now as a result of what you know. If you know better, you will live brighter and life becomes sweeter. This is most of my adage in most of my teachings. I said, if you know better, you will live brighter. That is what knowing is all about. Knowledge is all about. Ignorance is very expensive, costly. Don't buy it. When you know better, you will live brighter and your life will become more sweeter. That was point number 3. Let's go straight to point number 4. Point number 4 said take responsibility. Wow. take responsibility. Now that you are away from your old environment, you will learn to take responsibility of all your actions. Yes. I mean, you have to be accountable to yourself right now, because daddy is there, not there, mommy is not there, your uncle or your aunties, those that are taking care of you, you're staying with before, you are there, not there. So you need to take responsibility of your action. As a student, you need to make sure that you have a basic pass at the end of the year. Besides, that's what took you to school, not to go and enjoy and jolly and all that, because we know that is what is there. It's always there, jollying and enjoyment. We need to really, really be careful. Never try to explain out why you failed or complain why you could not make it in your academics. No, that's why I said earlier on, you take responsibility. And what is really the meaning of responsibility? In my own simple way, means your response to your ability. I copied from my husband. He always used to say humorously, copyright is your right to copy. He's the one that said your response to your ability. Now you need to be responsible, because that's why you are sent to school there, to get that degree certificate or diploma or whatever certificate you are sent there to get. Learn to take responsibility as you grow, because we all know that a baby that wants to walk takes responsibility, even though falling is involved. Yes, by the grace of God, I have 3 children, and it's really a wonderful experience seeing them to work. You know, oh my goodness. You know, my first son now that is in secondary university, I can remember vividly when he started to walk, how difficult it was. But when he started to walk, even when you're going on the way, on the road, you know, you want to carry them, lift them up. No, they want to walk because, you know, it's exciting. But when they want to start to work, it's difficult. It's the same thing that is applicable in life and destiny. Some things might look difficult, but when you keep trying and then you master it, it will be very easy. So please, you need to take responsibility as a student in that environment that you'll find yourself. You are not a failure until you have refused to try again. That is what life is all about. Remember, I just said it's just like walking. Children, they keep standing and falling. Sometimes they fall, they cry, they'll hit their head, but they stand up again, keep walking until I just remember something humorously though. All my children did. You know, when they're trying to walk, you see the children, they hold their hand like this and they're walking like this. You know, they're using that hand, you know, when they do raise it over their head. Do you know actually what they're doing? They're using that hand to get balance so that they don't fall. You know, it's really, really humorous and it's wonderful watching children do like that. It's the same with life. Sometimes when you're learning something, it's difficult, but when you master it, you look like, you know, you have never had a problem. So failure is not final, it's just a knockdown. And remember, there's a saying that said a knockdown is not a knockout. Responsibility is what you do to help yourself, because you know your target, you know where you're going in life, and that your target is to get that certificate why you were sent to that school to get. It is your fault if something goes wrong with your life as a student. You need to keep yourself motivated, yes, because most of the time you need to be motivated. Nobody will motivate you. Everybody, you know, when you're in the campus, it's like a rat race. Everybody, nobody will even have time to look at your face, whether you're depressed or whether you're down. So you really need to encourage yourself. And changing yourself as circumstances, you know, demands. Maybe some circumstances demand, you know, there's some lecturers will put very early morning lectures. And they know that a lot of people will fault. They'll put attendance. They will tell you that attendance will be added as a mark to your exam. You can imagine all those things. So you really need to adjust to change. Really, to be successful, you need to change from within. That is inside of you, the real you within you. Your character needs to be optimum. Character is a collection of habits. Yes, and habits are very powerful influencers of who you become. Habit, what kind of habit? Habit of waking up early, good ones, positive ones. Studying your book, reading immediately after the lecture is over so that you get conversant with what the lecturer has taught. You know, habit of doing good things, studying, attending your lectures, not bunking anyone, attending them, providing a private timetable for yourself to help yourself study, trying to organize some study group with those that you know that are intelligent and are serious with life. Because you can find out that some people in the university, they are there just to enjoy life and just to, you know, waste their parents' money. Please, you don't need those ones around you. Some of the good habits you need or require to become successful in life are being proactive. That is, beginning with the end as mind as you study. The end means I want to get the certificate. I want to pass all my courses. That is it. Having a vision as see what you want to become. Putting first things first. Remember, I just explained this. Not enjoyment. Enjoyment will come when you have actualized why you were sent there. Right placement of priorities. Setting your priorities right. I explained this thing. Bringing a timetable, personal timetable for yourself beside the school one to help you study. putting leisure and pleasure aside and facing your studies. Desire to daily work on yourself with the culture of excellence. I want to be excellent in my result. I want to be excellent in my test, in everything that you need to do. Besides, that's what took you there. That was point number 4. The final point, remember, is 5 things. The 5th one is hard work. Hard work. Remember I said change of mindset, change of attitude, taking responsibility. Now is hard work. This is an important aspect in becoming the best in your game. Some of the students that are there with you do not have their parents there to tell them to study your books, including yourself. You don't have an elderly one that will supervise you whether you're studying or not. Like, you know, when you're at home, they say, have you done your homework and all that? No, now they are not there. So you need to wake up in time, reduce hanging out, even telling you not to indulge in unproductive activities. They are not there to tell you. They're not there to tell you to wake up now. You need to imbibe this in yourself. Remember, I said earlier on that the change will start from within. If you want to change your position and better your life, try doing something positive you have not done before while you are at home with them. Now you will do it there. Like waking up, like going for your lectures early. You don't have anybody shouting after you, running around and all that. You're doing it for yourself. You need to go extra mile with your studies. Extra mile always attracts extra smile. So when you go extra mile with your study, you will attract extra smile. The life of Bill Gates is a very good example. We all know Bill Gates. In his life's history, he said that he started practicing being a computer programmer at a very young age, at the age of 19, still a teenager. He used to work throughout the night on this skill. By the time he was 19 years old, he has already worked on computers for more than 10,000 times. Can you imagine? Yes, that is taking responsibility. So ask yourself, what skill or talent will you like to master? Then make up your mind to start. Is it on your studies? You can start from now. So in conclusion, the bottom line of the whole thing is for you to work hard on your studies and party less, setting your priorities right. Yes, it's time to enjoy, it's time to have leisure, but allot time for them. Don't be having leisure while it's the time for you to study. This means you need to work out a balance between leisure, pleasure, and academic work. I've actually come to the end of my teaching today. I believe this message is of a great blessing to our youth out there. Remember, I said my heart goes out for the youth. We should stop complaining about our leaders. Start now by amending things through helping the youth, the ones that will be the leaders of tomorrow. It starts from the home. It starts now. It starts from you that is watching this video. To encourage others to like my page, Chat Room with Dr. Victory, so that they will watch my past videos, even including this one, that will help them. Because most of the youth that go to school and start messing around is because they don't know. They get carried away, you know, by the free life that is in the campuses and all that. And at the end of the day, they are failing. Most of them, they can't graduate. Most of them, they don't have certificate. Please, if you were a parent to a youth, or your relation to a youth, or you're a youth leader in a youth organization, or your heart goes out for the youth like myself, please encourage them to like my page, Chat Room with Dr. Victory, to watch all my past videos that I dealt on issues that will help our youth on Youth Chat Room. Keep a date with me, same time, same place, as I bring another inspiring teaching that will be of a great help to our youth. Remember, when we work on our youth, we'll have a better society tomorrow that will not complain about. See you next week. Bye.